How's it going, gang? It's a final render here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my computer setup. This is a computer I use for my streaming, video editing and gaming, and in particular we're going to be taking a look at the Bethesda shrine that I've built around my computer. I decorate my computer with all kinds of Bethesda merch, and it's all on display in the background of my live streams and whenever I am talking to the camera for a video. I really wanted to have a very cool, bright and vibrant background for all of my videos and streams. So therefore I thought, why don't I just use my computer and make the computer itself part of the live stream background, because my computer ultimately is a very important part of the live stream. It's the workhorse behind it. I'm just the driver. So we're going to be taking a look at my computer. We're going to be talking about some of the specs, and we're also going to be installing some brand new lights that have been sent to me. So let's get a good look at this system. I do actually have videos on the channel already showing how to build a computer and how I built this computer, but to run it down simply, we have a Ryzen 7 CPU in there, we have an RTX 2080 graphics card, and we also have 16GB of Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM, clocked at 3000 MHz. We also have an Elgato capture card in there for recording my DSLR camera. And that's about it. We also do have some regular standard hard drives in the back of it and one SSD as a boot drive, along with an 800 watt RGB power supply. So in order to install the lights, I need to remove the computer, and it's also a very good opportunity to clean out all the dust filters in the computer, clean the desk, and also hoover the damn floor underneath the desk, because since my computer is kind of a shrine, I very rarely get to hoover behind this desk. So I'm going to do that, hoover up, and also do much more cable management. I have had people on Twitter saying my cable management could be improved, so I've bought some new kind of gadgets to help improve that. You know, these kind of Velcro sleeves to put all of the cables in. Makes it look much tidier. And something I've always wanted to show in the Bethesda shrine are these posters. These are posters that were sent to me by Bethesda, and these are glorious because these are Fallout 76 posters, and they're done as kind of like tourist advertisements of all the areas. But something which I love about these, besides the really beautiful paintwork on them, is that there's no obvious Fallout branding on these posters. So I think that's one of the nicest things about them. Normally if you get a poster, it's got like a big Fallout logo on it or something, but I don't want that. I just want something that is to do with the game world, but doesn't actually fill it with branding, so to speak. But of course I do have a Tricentennial Day poster in the background as well. And starting with the first bit of merch that is on my computer, we have a brand new thing. This is a Rage 2 boombox. This Rage 2 boombox is actually really, really cool. It's entirely made out of cardboard and is powered by USB or by AA batteries. And you can just slot your phone in there and it just automatically connects. When I first got it, I thought it was like a Bluetooth thing or there was a cable, but no, there's a sensor at the bottom of the boombox. So when you just place your phone in there, it automatically connects to your phone and starts playing music, and it actually gets really, really loud. It's generally very cool. Next up, we have a cool little Cacodemon plushie, and I love this thing. These are some of the demons that you can get in Doom. I am very much looking forward to Doom Eternal, and I will be at QuakeCon London, so come and say hello if you are there. And I love this thing. It's honestly made of the softest material on the face of the planet. Next up, we have a pair of Rage 2 wing sticks. These are some really cool foam wing sticks, and they actually are very, very powerful with this spring actuator in the middle of them. You press the button, and then they open up, and you can close them again very simply by pressing down the button. And apparently they actually do work as boomerangs, so that's very cool, and they're just an overall very nice little thing. I have a very nice Do Not Disturb Vault Boy sign. I originally thought of putting that on the door, but I thought, it's too cute, I'm going to put it on the computer. And we do have a very nice Fallout coffee mug. I'm the kind of person to where if I have something which I like, I often don't want to take it out of the box. So therefore, this mug is just a very nice mug, and it's just sitting in the box, sitting there, looking pretty. And here we have a Rage 2 highlighter set. This was given to me by Bethesda, and I just thought it was very fun and tongue-in-cheek because they gave me that, but then they also gave me a colouring picture to actually go along with it. Because hey, it makes sense, right? Next up, we have the Fallout cookbook, and I've actually never cooked anything from this book, I'm not going to lie. But this thing is incredible. There are so many Fallout themed recipes in here, and so many of these things actually look quite easy to make and very, very tasty indeed. I believe there is now also a Skyrim edition one, so you can go and cook some things from the Elder Scrolls if you want to as well. And here we have a giant Quake Champions rocket launcher. This is an inflatable rocket launcher that sits on top of the computer. Typically speaking, you don't see it too often, but it is there, and it is a very cool little thing. It's definitely the biggest part of the shrine. Next up, we have a Goon Squad Rage 2 car. This is a fun little wind-back car. There's nothing else to it, you know, it's just a little car which is themed like with some of the Rage 2 artwork, and you pull it back and it goes forward. It's kind of like being a kid again, you know, playing with all these colouring things and toy cars and stuff. And of course, it is the Bethesda shrine, so we definitely need to have one of our fantastic champions here, the bobbleheads. This, I believe, is the Charisma one, I think, and it looks great. Of course, to go along with that, we also have the Fallout Boy mask, so you can go and throw that on your face and terrify your cats. It's a really cool mask, actually, and it is genuinely quite comfy. It looks quite heavy and bulky, but it's actually very, very light, and it's a very nice mask. I really like it. And next up, we have the centerpiece of most nerds' rooms, some Funko Pops. I have a Fallout 4 T60 Power Armor Funko Pop, and of course, the Mothman Funko Pop. This is actually pretty new, actually, these Mothman 76 ones. They got a small range of 76 Funko Pops, and I had to get the Mothman. It looks really, really good, and I love it. Next up, we have some really cool Rage 2 themed pins. These are actually very, very nice pins. I was thinking about putting these on my travel bag, or maybe putting it onto my jacket when I go out, but it actually looks quite nice on the shrine. And here we have a really nice hat. This is the hat which has got loads of the artwork from the perks from Fallout on there, and they look so good. I'm not really a hat man, so I don't really wear it, but it looks really, really nice. And here we have something truly special. This is a little single-use hygiene kit from the Greenbrier American Resort. And if any of you guys are aware, the Greenbrier is actually the real-life White Springs from Fallout 76. This is where a lot of YouTubers were sent to go and actually play 76 for the first time. And I didn't go to that event, but they did send me some of these single-use hygiene kits that the people were given at the event. So that is stuff from the actual White Springs, which is awesome. And here we have something very cool. This is the figure which came with the limited edition Fallout 3 PlayStation 3 Special Edition, and I think it's a really nice thing. It's plastic, but it kind of looks like brushed metal, and it's all hand painted, and it's a very cool thing. And this is the only bit of merch I have held on to for some reason. I didn't realise I would be such a big Fallout fan like I am now back then. I'd never heard of Fallout when I first was given this, but I love it, and I've kept it for maybe 12 years or so. And here we have a Goon Squad flag, which is very cool. The Goon Squad are obviously some of the Raider factions in Rage 2, and it's a really nice thing to have on the desk, just kind of traipsing over the bottom to help protect the table. Very cool little flag right there. And now I need to re-put up some of my acoustic panels. These acoustic panels are really, really nice, actually. I don't really use them so much for sound, for their function. I mostly have them for decoration, if I'm completely honest, but they do have some function as well to reduce echo. And now, we need to go and get ready to install our lights. These lights were sent over by Minger. And these lights are very, very nice indeed. These are smart LED lights, meaning they connect to my phone, so I can control them via my phone with a Bluetooth connection. And I really needed some new LED lights. The original LED lights I had were very cheap. They cost like £5 or so, and they were just simple on and off bulbs, and they weren't even very bright. But this set was sent to me is much, much better. Another cool thing as well is it has this inline controller, and that actually has a microphone on it. So these lights actually can animate to music, which I think is a very, very cool thing. You don't connect it via Bluetooth or anything, it literally just has a microphone. So when I have it next to my Rage 2 boombox, that is generally a really cool way to light up the house. I think it's really, really cool. Very simple to install, of course. You just go and plug it into the power supply, and I normally have my LED lights going up this giant light stand, which is where the actual IR receiver for my HTC Vive is. That's where I have the little box on the top there, and I connect them up there, and we also get a really nice shine off of all the posters, which is a really nice thing, and also it kind of goes down the cracks of the acoustic foam, so it's a really nice place to put lights on that little pole. I'm also going to have some of the lights behind the computer and also going alongside it and around the front of the desk. It's a really nice way to just bring a little bit of extra flair to the shrine. And of course I already have RGB lights in there, so it makes sense. You can use these lights in the kind of noise detection mode or just have regular static lights when you use the inline controller, but you do have more functionality once you connect it to the app. And now, of course, it is time to re-add all of the stuff back to the shrine. Like, it's a bit of a nightmare to actually get behind the shrine and clean everything. You got to take everything off, so I thought, might as well make a video about it, right? I'm just going ahead and putting all some of the other accessories on there, like I have my HTC Vive hanging off the top of these little supports here, which is where you would normally attach some plastic glass. If any of you guys are curious, this is a Thermaltake Core P5 chassis. This case, it's a very, very nice thing. It's kind of open air chassis, and I love it because you can see all the components and have plenty of room for all these extra displays as well. And then just slowly build everything up. I suppose really a lot of you guys haven't seen this shrine in any real detail. It's always been out of focus in my videos, but here it is now all done. and here I am installing the Groove Home app. This is the app which comes with the lights. You are able to connect them via Bluetooth, which is a very nice thing. It means other people can't control them, and you are able to set various pre-made themes or even make your very own themes using the DIY mode. So you are able to go and make it so you change the speed at which the lights change, you can change the colors, you can pretty much put any kind of hex code in there, I believe, and you can also change the animations to where they're rolling, anything like that, change the colors to just be a regular solid color if you want to. Generally, very cool functionality with all of these lights, and I really do like the fact that they do also react to sound, because I can just go and put my phone into my Rage 2 boombox, and then they react to the Doom soundtrack, which I think is very, very cool. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much to Minga for sending down these lights. I'm not technically sponsored by them or anything. I don't have to say anything nice about these lights, but they generally are very nice. And they've actually given me a coupon code to use in the description. So if you want to buy these lights, you can get some money off. As I said, just a very nice thing for them to do. And also, thank you very much to Bethesda, who have actually provided an awful lot of this merch that you can see. Most of this merch actually was provided by Bethesda, although there are a couple of things I did buy myself, such as I bought the Funko Pops, for example, and also some of the older stuff like the Fallout 3 figurine and stuff like that. But overall, I think this is a really beautiful shrine, and I think it's brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you around in the next video. Bye-bye for now.